What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. Today we're going to focus on where the Vancouver Canucks go from here after being swept out of the playoffs by the San Jose Sharks in their second consecutive first-round exit after going to the Stanley Cup Finals, or Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals back in 2011. We'll start off with Luongo. Obviously the elephant in the room, so to speak. I think he obviously won't be back. Mike Gillis has said as such, although he has said that in the past, and Luongo was there all this season. It's almost impossible to move a contract like that. $5.33 million salary cap hit through 2022. Kind of a raw deal. And then what the Canucks were asking for in return. They wanted Bozak and a couple picks from Toronto. They wanted Bukestad and Howden, I think, from Florida, and they wanted Brett Connolly and probably, I think, Nemesnikov from the Tampa Bay Lightning. So yeah, absolutely not. It's just, I think that's part of it. It's arrogance on behalf of the front office of Vancouver, wanting more than, obviously Luongo can still play, but I mean, you're taking on that contract. You shouldn't have to give up, high-end prospects for really doing Vancouver a favor and getting rid of that contract. But, it is what it is in that regard. I think he'll be amnestied. He'll sign with another team, probably the Florida Panthers, for league minimum, and go about his business, get paid, and play in South Florida where he's, really his mind is, because I think the wife is there year-round. I know he's there during the summer and in Fort Lauderdale, so that's the deal with Luongo. The other thing is the organizational philosophy with the coaching staff. It's apparent. I mean, I'm always not to this, but the diving with Vancouver is just obnoxious. It's nauseating to watch. It's insulting to the game of hockey. I can sit around and use superfluous adjectives all day on it, but is Vigneault going to be shown the door because of that? It's not only is it repulsive to the game, but you don't get the borderline calls from refs when you do get tripped, slashed, hooked, whatnot, because you're going around faking it, and they're not even good actors when they fake it. So it's they need some more tenacity. Bring Cassian was a good move at the deadline last year, but I don't think he's what I or Vancouver thought he will be. I know power forwards take longer to develop, but come on, really. Got off to a hot start and wasn't playing up to the level I thought he was capable of. Playing top line minutes with the Sedins. Sedin's another thing. The Sedins haven't been the same since Daniel got grabbed by Marchand. The thing. I know. Well, we don't want Sedin to get a penalty. Sedin should shove him back. When there's no fight from one of your top players, Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Finals. And I think that's led to the downfall the last couple of years. LA pushed him around the ice last year. San Jose completely pushed him around the ice this year. And, that's just the way it's been. And, what does Vancouver do in terms of personnel going forward? Their prospect pool is pretty covered. The cupboard is bare, I should say. I misspeak like an idiot. They got Brendan Gannance, they got Jensen. Maybe they draft someone with a high pick this year. Not a high pick, but with a first-round pick. It's a pretty deep draft, so they should get someone that's moderately good. But had they just shipped Luongo for a B-list prospect and a second-round pick, that would help the organization. Also, just letting him walk away for nothing via the amnesty clause. So we'll see what happens. But I think there's going to be a full frontal change in Vancouver. I don't think they'll go ahead and blow it up. I think Corey Schneider's too good of a goalie to do that. But we'll see what happens. I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a completely different team going into next season. We'll see how it all works out. Anyway, that's on this episode of the Power Play with CJ on the changes that the Vancouver Canucks may be making this offseason. Stay tuned for more episodes through the season and beyond. Later, guys.